Hi Sherry, this is Jim. It was great talking with you. So here's the Win My Vote ballot, and as you can see that Michelle's race for District 48 is on top. Now this one is a zip code for Medina, I think it's pronounced, which is a city where Bill Gates lives. So that's the zip code that I used. Now there'll be lots of other zip codes that will fall into this same district. So like Bellevue, if I used a zip code from Bellevue, then they would show some races in Bellevue as well. So right, it's a city and county mix. But this is what it looks like, and a voter would scroll down and they would see the King County executive races as well, and then the Port of Seattle, and anything that would fall into their district. And the reason that this works really well for all candidates is because we're reaching out to, for example, Ken Rogers here, of the Port of Seattle. So we want him to drive voters to this site that are interested in his campaign and interested in this office. And if they do that, then obviously they will be able to, to start up here, right, and see the race for State Senate District 48, see the, I believe, Democrat, Republican, and of course the Libertarian. And then they can click on Michelle's profile, and this is something I just kind of threw together for her from some of the stuff that was out there. I'll reduce it so you can see it all in one page. And then this way, as a voter, I can click on this and I can hear what she has to say.
My name is Michelle Darnell, and I'm running for State Senate. I want to unite the working class with America's middle class. I know about education. I've raised 4 children. I have
and now with this, I can then look at a couple of these issues that she has here, lower car tabs, no income tax. I can read a little bit, about that. And we can clean up these and make them look better, or we can put videos there, or whatever you want. I'm sort of in an admin mode right now, so you'll see this is how you edit the page. You simply click on the edit button, and you can, put a new URL in there for a new YouTube video, or you can put text or image, and then you can choose text, or an image that would go there. Same thing with these sort of issue statements here, is that you can put a title there. I'll fix that right there. You can put a title there up here, and then you can put text in here, and you can make it bold or italics. You can put links, you can put images, you can even embed videos in here. And then you can choose the thumbnail, whether you want it to be an image or you want it to be a video thumbnail. And here, again, if you chose video, you would just put the YouTube URL in there, and then you hit save, and then that would change that issue statement there. And I'll give you an example of a good issue statement, even though you may not agree with his politics. So hold on one sec. So I just changed my zip code back to San Francisco, California, just to show you these right here. And then this is what it will look like as the users start favoriting and stuff. And this one's real. We used this ballot, this California presidential ballot, for the national student parent mock election. So Donald Trump did a good, is a good example of these issue statements here, right? Is that he sat at a desk with a I don't think it was a very expensive camera, with probably a little ring light. So cell phone, ring light, at a desk. Ring lights are like $5 or $10 on Amazon. They light your face. The background kind of fades a little bit, so you get this effect. But here, as a voter, I can, for example, education. If I want to know where this candidate stands on education, I can simply click on that, and I can listen to where they stand.
I'm a tremendous believer in education, but education has to be at a local level. We cannot have the bureaucrats in Washington telling you how to manage your child's education.
So whether you like it or not, that's really clear. And as a voter, I can say, great, he believes in school choice or voucher programs or whatever. Foreign policy, immigration, economy, jobs, taxes. Suddenly you know where he stands, and he seems very much all business, right? This is what the problem is. Here's my solution, that type of thing. So I'll go back and I'll show you, when you favorite a candidate. So you can favorite a candidate by clicking on their star, and then when you go back to the ballot, I can now see my candidate in nice, bold green. I can access this on my cell phone or my tablet, or I can just see it here. I can print it out. But I can then go on. I can move on to the next race. And here in Washington, when you're doing it by mail, you can have your paper ballot, and you can go through and listen to each one of the candidates and say, hey, I like this candidate, and they can mark it off on your ballot, and then maybe take a break and go to lunch, and then the next day you can do the same thing. But the nice thing about it is that you can really hear what each one of them says and then pick your favorite. Okay, so we're back here on this ballot, and like I said, the user can favorite the candidate. They'll move to the front, and then you can also see the number of favorites that are on this ballot. And this is just a demo ballot that I have, but the way that you can track this from your campaign is that you can send out 1,000 emails to targeted people. You can tell them to go to Win My Vote. It's totally free. Sign up, listen to what our candidate has to say, and if you like her, favorite her. This way you can get some feedback, and I can tell you about the exact number of sign-ups and when they signed up and whether they watched the video or didn't watch the video, and then the number that watched the video and favored it, and number that watched the video and didn't favorite. So there's lots of stuff that you can do here, so it can act as a poll as well, and you can kind of measure and see how you're doing. But again, I think that the strongest a part of Win My Vote is that, for example, here, on the local propositions, right? So I'm reaching out to Access for All. They're doing a huge campaign, on driving people to vote yes on Prop 1.
Before I was the science guy, I was just a kid. And it was hands-on learning that got me interested in science, or in today's classroom. So please vote yes on Prop 1. Well, it's still fun for me.
So with this, they're reaching out to a lot of people. We want those people to be here, looking at Proposition 1, watching this commercial, favoriting Proposition 1 and saying yes or whatever they want to do, either way. But then when they go back to their ballot, they'll be able to then, realize that, hey, I can check out Port of Seattle Commissioner, I can check out these other races, and then, I can also check out this race as well, and I can see who's out there, and I can give the candidate a listen to. So, again, that's what the third-party candidate wants, right? They want to be in the debate, they want to be on the platform, they want to be on the ballot, they want to be considered. Would love to talk with you more about it, and I'll send this over. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.